Learn how to talk to people. Every single police officer engages in interview and interrogation. From a car accident to taking a report, you're talking to people. Learn how to talk to people. We all needed it, forever, especially now. You can't text your complainant. You've got the biggest case in the world starts with Sector Adam showing up at the scene, and the destiny of that case can be set by how well that first cop on the scene does their job, and a big part of that is talking to witnesses and the victim. Interview and interrogation in the United States is the most underutilized, undertrained, under-realized return on investment you're going to find. I did my master's thesis on taking the peace system in England and applying it to the United States. They have career-spanning interview and interrogation training for constables in England. We don't have anything like it here. If you, going back, if you took every piece of interview and interrogation training in the NYPD, and I did, it was 14 hours all in a lecture setting. Policing in general, if I was the chief of the police in the United States, if such a thing existed, I would institute, there are better methods out there. It is a science. It can be trained. Train everybody, not just detectives. Train everybody in effective interviewing. It gets you better information, it'll close cases, and in a large extent, it's either therapeutic or at the very least can prevent re-victimizing the victim, as opposed to doing a Q&A. But you're not getting a confession by telling the guy he's a monster. You've got to say all he wants to believe is that he's like everybody else. And if you tell him you're like everybody else and you get him into bragging mode, he's going to give it up. Go home and take a shower for as long as you need to get done. But put his ass in jail where it belongs. How about being private sector now? I've talked people into confessing to me and going to jail for 40 years. You think I can't talk them into something for your company? What bigger sales job is there? And I use it in my training, and I don't know who to attribute it to, and I just put unknown because I'm very big on citing. Interrogation. Overcoming resistance through compassion. The TV show slapping the guy around is not how you get a confession. These people are looking for a friend. They're looking for somebody that understands them, looking for somebody who feels the same way as they do. If you establish rapport, minimize their bad behavior, project the blame on somebody else, rationalize what they did, they're going to confess. If you tell them you're a monster, you're a this, you're a that, they're not going to want to tell you anymore. You can use the same thing. The first thing we need to learn is to listen more than we talk. Just get the guy going. If you let the mayor, the town council vent on you, give them the active listening skills, the minimal encouragers, the nod, let them, they're going to forget where they started. And they're going to give you a very easy thing to answer at the end. Or they're going to let you, they'll have so triple compounded their question that you can choose the part to answer that you want. And they're going to be happy because they got plenty of time on camera and they're going to look good on the news. And then you could choose the answer that you want, why you really do need the new car, why you need the new money for training, whatever it is. People get most angry, frustrated when they feel they don't have any power. When you empower them by letting them talk, be it a community group, the mayor, the town council, who knows they're going to have to give you this budget increase even though they don't want to, but you let them vent and you're very respectful, and then you talk less than they did in explaining your point, they feel they won. and you walk out with more money, so who really won?